Dear Activision, Call of Duty, IronGalaxy, and whoever needs to hear this, this is raw feedback from people in the COD community. I've read tons of comments through Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I've also experienced plenty of this myself. Your community loves your games, and I'm one of those people. So please listen to everything that I have to say and read through the comments to see what people have to say. Let's just get right into it. I'd argue the number one problem on this port so far is that matchmaking takes forever. When you load up to any game mode, everything seems fine. You queue up against players in a pregame lobby, then suddenly people start leaving one by one. 10 minutes can go by and not a single person would connect. There's a lot of times where people would leave the game and no one reconnects mid-match. So the lobby dies, leaving you to not finish the match and get your match bonuses. But thankfully, the progression, the camo challenges, and such all stay intact to your account. So I'm not sure if that's the port issue or a connectivity issue, but it's definitely happening to everyone. I assure you, when I list these problems, they're not the same problems as what the original game on the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 has. Unlike any other game mode, we got a problem with Kill Confirmed. Kill Confirmed is one of the most popular modes and it has its issues. I'm hearing from players that currently Black Ops 2 on the PlayStation 3, Kill Confirmed on this port is a very laggy mode, and it's a similar issue within the new Call of Duty such as Black Ops 7. I know that this isn't a Black Ops 7 video, but it concerns me that this game mode didn't have issues back then, and it's suddenly having even worse problems now. It's worse in game modes like Ground War, where there's too many dog tags on the map, and the game is just stuttering way more. On a port like this, I feel like the Kill Confirm shouldn't have issues on Black Ops 2. With that being said, this next issue is pretty minimal, but it's a really cool and useful feature from the original game. It's a feature that a lot of us diehard fans would appreciate. It's having the option to boot up campaign, multiplayer, and or zombies when you load up the game without selecting it from the main menu. There's a debate whether which version of Black Ops is better, the PS4 version or the PS5 version. People are saying, including myself, that PS4 version has less input delay, but the PS5 version runs smoother. So I'm not sure if that's an issue with the consoles, but we all find it strange that a port is having issues running on the PS4 and PS5 consoles. It's confusing in itself that there is two different versions of the game and they're supposed to run in no difference in performances. In terms of partnering up with friends, that's another issue at hand. I'm seeing people from my chat and or Twitter saying that they're having a hard time inviting their friends, like friends not appearing online on the Black Ops friends list, not having the ability to invite them to a game. And if you are in a game with them, when they back out of the lobby, they don't come back to the same party. They would have to rejoin their game. It's a bit of a hassle to do that because it wasn't like that on the older Call of Duties. You would just get put back in the same party. And I remember that because the party leader always had to back out first. And also, the in-game friends list only supports 100 friends, which it's how it's supposed to be on the old consoles. But PS4, PS5 accounts can hold up to 1,000 friends. So because of this, if you have a lot of friends, there's a chance you won't be able to find the person you're trying to invite. So this next issue is like a minor issue. But for my free-for-all players out there, there's an issue with the spawn logic. There will be times where an enemy would spawn directly behind you. And it wasn't like that before. And I myself have played a solid amount of free-for-all enough to know that. There's countless of free-for-all players out there that have more time played than I have, and they even themselves confirmed it. Like I said, minor issue, but if that could be looked into, that would be great. Now, we've all seen all the hackers on the game already, and it appears that Call of Duty Rated made a statement on Twitter saying that anyone that has negative XP, all been reset back to level 20. So, Call of Duty, I'm glad that you guys took action on that, so thank you, but I'm sure you guys know it won't end there. Call of Duty modders, just like the newer Call of Duties, are always the most aggressive in gaming and will continue to break through any anti-cheat measures you guys put into the games. Black Ops 1, on the other hand, currently has the wrong version of the game. If not, at least the snipers of that game weren't ported correctly. My friend Rage has made a post with a comparison between the BO1 port snipers versus the original Black Ops 1 snipers. I'm seeing through thousands of comments of people saying, well, that's how the snipers were. No, buddy, it's not. This sniper comparison video right here is quite literally all you need to see. You can argue it's PC, but if you were to hop on console right now, I promise you, on everything I love, it is not the same thing, man. It's not. With that being said, quality of life is really important to these ports, and including these updates and these fixes. Adding 120 frames would be pretty epic on the console, especially with PS5 being able to support it. And I assure you, the average gamer has a monitor that can play at 120 frames. If not, 120 hertz. I know one of the biggest issues that I personally have is the dead zones of the game. As through many years, I've adapted to these settings. And going back, I know some people are struggling to readjust to the dead zones again. And I know, listen, you guys are not the only people out there. But Call of Duty, an addition like that would make a lot of people happy. It's just one simple setting. It's not drastically changing the game or making anything complex. Whereas an FOV slider would also be a really cool option. And I know some PC players that are wanting to play on the PlayStation, or maybe not, maybe just Call of Duty fans just want to use the FOV slider. That would be a really cool addition as well. But I know it's not as important compared to the other problems that are at hand. Despite all the feedback that I just gave for the ports, I'm having a great time on these ports with my friends and my boys. And I gotta say, you know, it's pretty much almost 1-to-1, I'd say. I think 1-to-1 is a safe way to say it. But emblem editor is one of the craziest things that I think that they could leave in the game. And I know a lot of people have been loving it so far. Maybe, you know, some people may not be liking it. Hot mics has also been a great addition. Obviously, you know, it's just one of the most important key factors to this experience is just people raging in game chat, saying the most craziest shit possible. I am thankful that there is no theater. That is another big plus. I think they noticed how bad of an impact that is to the games due to hackers injecting, you know, the game with all those mods and infections and such. Now, as far as the prices, I gotta say, I gotta give it to them. Allowing the camos to be free and then the season pass to be $10. I gotta tip it, man. I gotta tip it. Like, could you imagine spending about $20 per DLC pack, if not 15, and just spending a $60 in total, if not the original game price? That would be terrible. And the most underrated feature of them all that they added is allowing us players to be able to queue up against other players that don't have the DLC downloaded. So instead of splitting up the lobbies, it just all combined together. I just wanted to spill out there with my positive notes, my feedback upon this port, because I have a lot of hopes for this port, especially in the future. So for any viewers that are watching this, if somehow Call of Duty does see this, leave a comment below regarding about your issues with the port. Leave some feedback. Explain any other issues you have with the port. With that being said, to help this video get out there, drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. We'll be uploading Black Ops 2 videos on the ports. So I'll see you guys in the next video.